Friday, an important announcement will be released. I have all the details and what you need to know about it right here in the video, so let's get right into it. First off, let's quickly talk about a few reports that just hit the wire today that I thought you might find to be a little bit interesting and something we need to watch very closely because this is impacting a lot of people and giving us a better picture as to what is really going on right now. So earlier today, we got a report out of the Labor Department. It is showing that in August, there were 10.1 million job openings in the United States. Now here's the shocking part. Just 1 month prior, in July, there were 11.17 million job openings in the United States. Now here's the surprising part. Over just 1 month period of time, we lost 1 million job openings in this country. Does it mean that all those jobs were filled? No, it does not mean that at all. In fact, what it means is that businesses, small, medium, and large, are starting to pull job openings right now because they're starting to see that this economy is contracting. They're starting to see that we're on the brink of a very deep, dark recession. And as a result of that, they're pulling these job openings off the markets because they probably realize they don't need extra employees right now because they need to conserve capital. They need to conserve money right now to weather out this storm that this economy is going into. So, kind of some shocking numbers, but here's also what's interesting about the report that they also showed. So over the last 12 months, consecutively, there's been over 10 million job openings in this country. However, prior to 2020, the most that we've ever seen at one given time was 7.7 million job openings. So kind of interesting that the most we've ever seen was 7.7 million. However, over the last 12 months alone, we've seen over 10 million every single month. So basically what that's telling us is right now, there's about 2.4 million more job openings right now than what there were just a couple years ago. Is something weird about that picture? Yeah, something's very weird about that picture right now, right? So anyway, just wanted to bring that to your attention because this report is released once per month and it just released this morning from the Labor Department. And yes, this report typically is delayed a couple months. That's why we're talking about August. Even though here we are in October, yes, it is for August and that is the most recent information from this report. So anyway, just want to lay that out for you. All right, now next, I want to talk about another report talking specifically about seniors aged 65 or older. This other report that was released is showing that seniors aged 65 or older, after they enroll in Medicare, are 7 times more likely to visit a food pantry or a food bank to make ends meet and to get some extra food every single month or, on a regular-ish basis. So that's a huge, huge number. 7 times more likely after somebody claims Medicare or after somebody enrolls in Medicare. Now, why would this be? Is it just, luck of the draw? No, it's because people are living on a small fixed income and realizing, wait, $841, it's just not going to cut it anymore. $900, it's not going to cut it. $1,000 of retirement benefits, sorry, that's not going to cut it. Therefore, people that are retired or maybe, have recently retired or approaching retirement or starting to receive fixed income benefits are realizing, wait, these fixed income benefits are simply not enough right now. It's not enough to cover all the bills. It's not enough to cover the mortgage or the rent, all the utilities, the car payment or gas in the car, insurance on the car, food on the table. And wait, I don't have any money left. Where'd it all go? You know what I mean? So that's the situation that a lot of people are unfortunately dealing with right now. But I came across that report and I just wanted to share with you really quickly because I thought, that's a kind of a surprising number right there. That's 7 times more likely to visit a food bank or food pantry after basically enrolling in fixed income benefits. So I think everybody here in this community probably not surprised one bit at all because many of you here in the community, this is it. This is the same thing that everybody deals with on a very regular basis. So anyway, just want to share that with you really quickly. All right, one more report here and then we'll talk about Friday really fast here. I came across another report today. Hope you're sitting down for this one. So Thanksgiving is rapidly approaching. Get this. Are you excited to pay more for turkey fixins and all the turkeys and all the stuff like that? Well, they're showing right now that just this year alone, just turkeys are expected to be up 38% more expensive this year. So hopefully you got a turkey that you bought last year and it's still hanging out in the freezer. I mean, let's be real right now. Seriously, right? That is so expensive. 38% more for the price of turkeys right now this year than what they were last year. So I'm going to be honest with you right now. I don't really know what turkeys go for. I know that they can be, all varying sizes, and it's priced per pound. Again, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what turkeys go for per pound, but I'm just saying 38% increase on anything right now is very, very expensive. Here's also what's interesting, though. Egg prices right now are up about 39%. So, birds, chickens, and turkeys and stuff like that. So I've read some more information about this, wondering why? Why are turkey prices going up so much? And of course, there's always an excuse for everything, right? I mean, you can look into anything. There's always going to be some kind of great excuse about it. But apparently, bird flu is the main excuse for what they're saying. Why turkey prices are so high right now? Apparently, a big portion of the flock this year was lost because of bird flu. So just saying, that's what they're saying right now, according to these reports. So who knows, between now and the next, month or so, when everybody starts picking up their turkeys and, all the fixins and stuff like that, I can't even imagine. 38% now today, but again, in the next month or so, as all the demand continues to increase, more people out there buying turkeys and all the other stuff out there, I wouldn't be shocked at all to see those prices go up even more. So anyway, if there's a chance that you can shop early and maybe, stick something in a freezer or something like that, it might be advantageous as of right now. But again, I know everybody's, freezer situation is kind of limited, but again, just want to bring that to your attention so we can all be aware of what's going on right now. This is the real thing that we're all dealing with. Did we ever think that this was really going to happen? Probably not. All right, so anyway, thought that was interesting. Came across that report today as well. All right, next, let's quickly talk about Friday. Friday's going to be another very big one. If you've been watching the videos here on the channel for any length of time, you know that I've been talking about jobs. Jobs are very important right now to watch. Not necessarily about getting a job, staying at a job, retiring from a job. And I'm not saying all that stuff. I'm simply saying, what is the job market in the United States doing right now? Are jobs being created? Are jobs being lost? What's the unemployment rate doing? Well, we're going to hear the latest information on Friday. Friday, we are going to be getting the non-farm payroll number. This number is released once every month. It's released on the first Friday of the month, which just so happens to be this coming Friday. So as we do get this number, this is going to be for the prior month. So obviously, this is going to be the September number, and it's going to give us a glimpse into what happened in September. Were jobs created? Were jobs lost? Did the unemployment rate go up? Did the unemployment rate stay the same? Or did the unemployment rate go down? Again, I've been saying this for a very long time now. When it comes down to stimulus, many people here in the community have been wondering, are we going to be getting another check? Is there going to be monthly checks? Is there going to be a big check, a little check, no check, any check, anything like this? So here's what it comes down to. Jobs are very, very important. When it comes down to the unemployment rate, this is something that the administration is watching closely. This is something that Congress is watching closely. This is everything that the economists, literally analysts, everybody that's watching this is always watching this number very closely. If I had to bring it down to any three numbers every single month, I'd be breaking it down to this. Number one, the jobs report. I'd break it down to inflation report, which again, we get both of these reports once per month. And then of course, I would also be watching inflation as well as the Federal Reserve and what they're doing with their interest rate policy. Now, the Federal Reserve, that report does not come out once per month, but the Federal Reserve does meet every 6 weeks. So, a little bit over once per month that they meet. And again, I'll be watching all of those very closely, as all of those will be the catalyst for additional money, checks, anything else like that. We got to watch all of those metrics. But on Friday, we will be getting the non-farm payroll number. Essentially what that is just the job report. So it comes out at 8:30 a.m. East Coast time on Friday. Of course, I'll be watching that one very closely to see what's going on. Were jobs created? Were jobs lost? Did the unemployment rate stay the same, go up, go down, anything like that? So as we know, the last couple of reports here, the jobs report, or sorry, what I should say is the unemployment rate has basically been staying the same, and it actually ticked up a little bit with the last report. Now again, if it ticks up again, we can clearly see that, more people are filing for unemployment. More people are losing their jobs. There are not as many people employed in the country. So again, these are some very important metrics we need to watch closely. And as I've said it, in the event that we see a major recession, a deep, dark recession, a big contraction in the economy, we're only going to see the job market contract even further. So the more that the economy contracts, the more jobs that are going to be lost, and the higher likely that there would be for additional checks going forward. So same thing like we saw back in 2020. I know that was a different situation because of COVID, but virtually it doesn't really matter the catalyst. COVID was the catalyst. It doesn't really matter what the catalyst was. It happened to be COVID that time, but realistically, it could have been anything. Look at the situations that we saw back in 2008. It was housing. It was real estate. Same old thing. It collapsed the whole economy, right? What was it back in 2000? It was the dot-com bubble. Again, Doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter what the catalyst is. But when major jobs are lost and a lot of people are losing their jobs and the unemployment rate is going up, that's when we see major things coming out of Congress. That's when we see the Federal Reserve stepping in, printing money, and that's when we see big amounts of money being approved and sent out in the form of checks. So again, I'm not saying that it's going to happen on Friday. I'm not saying that at all. All I'm saying is we got to watch the job report on Friday to see what's going on and are jobs being created or lost and what is the unemployment rate doing. So this could just be the start of the avalanche, right? Every avalanche starts with one snowflake. Essentially, that's what they tell me anyway. Honestly, I don't know anything about avalanches other than the fact there's a lot of snow going down a mountain, right? But the fact is, eventually all it comes down to is one teeny tiny snowflake, one little snowball going down, and eventually the whole thing collapses, right? Well, is this going to be it? Again, we'll have to see what happens. Anyway, I'll continue to watch that report very closely, as well as everything else going on right now. These are just a few more reports that I came across that I wanted to share with you. Of course, there's a lot of other things that I come across every single day. So again, make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands and thousands of videos here on the channel. Go back and check out that video from earlier today. That's a pretty good one, and allocating a bunch of money right here in this community for the rest of the week. Some pretty cool stuff going on. So again, check out that video from earlier today titled $2,800 this week for the low-income Social Security, SSDI, SSI, VA seniors. Check out that video. It's just the last video I put up. Again, $2,800 going out the door this week for those of you here in the community. Otherwise, thanks again for watching this. I really do appreciate it. I'm here for you in any way that I possibly can be. And again, until next time, enjoy your day. I'll catch you again later in the next